what are the biggest roadblocks when you're a rock player and you want to go into kind of the fusion world like Greg Howe? Well, it's key changes, one of those roadblocks, guys. So I'm gonna explain this video a little bit more about key changes, kind of a good example, then a preparation strategy that I use myself, then some good lines within screen temperature, right? If you're getting serious about fusion style, you like what I do, you can get always my free arpeggio guide description below. That also starts, since a few months, that also starts in your mailbox, a 3-part video series, completely for free, all about what I call Greg Howe Essentials, guys. I'm going to teach you a little bit more about his stepping style, his hybrid picking, and a few more topics, but that is something for you to discover, but it's really important. I'm going to start with me as an Introspection Academy teacher and a kind of an online school, get that arpeggio guide, and I'll open up a whole world for you guys, right? And also, you can also check out some advanced album courses. I've covered some of the Greg Howe courses. You see the beanie, I'm of course a Greg Howe fan, as most of you know. And then here's a big shout out to my patrons, for example. So I'm every week, I'm also shooting exclusive content, most of the time more advanced for my patrons. So those guys support me every month a little bit, like $3, $5, or $12 to keep the brand going, but they get, of course, really cool extra content and so on and so on. So let's get into it, guys. So key changes, right? So first of all, there's a lot of, for me personally, the best way to start practicing key changes is work on whatever progression that has only one key change, right? Only 2 chords, right? 1 minor third apart. That's what you should be doing, right? I'm going to show you here the backing track we'll work with. I'm going to upload that to my Patreon page as well. But here it is, G minor 7, B flat minor 7. Go. So that's the chord change and key change. G minor 7. Right, B flat minor 7. That already can be a challenge and pretty intimidating if you're coming from the rock world. You're like used to be in one key center. Here's the key center is changing. There's 2 chords, G minor 7 going to a B flat minor 7. So yeah, what would I do, right? And this is still what I do today, guys. If I would go to a jam session or whatever, or a friend comes by and I need to solo over some key changes, well, I would do what I call some preparation work. So if I know the song is going to go from G minor 7 to B flat minor 7, I would do this exercise. And that is a simple scale visualization exercise, always in one position. Why? Because your goal as a good fusion improviser should be your lines should seamlessly flow on, right, when the key change happens. So what you want to do is this exercise. I'll show you the tab here. I'm gonna play simply, right, some very slow notes, right, over the backing track, and I'm gonna keep on playing when the chord change and the key change happens, but I'm gonna change, of course, my notes, and I'm gonna go from G Dorian to B flat Dorian. So I'm choosing the Dorian scale as well for the G minor 7 as well as for the B flat minor 7, which is convention, right? In standard jazz theory, non-functional minor 7 chords should be treated as Dorian. Here we go. I'm gonna start that again so you can really follow along with that. Here we go. B Dorian. Dorian. And this exercise already lays some groundwork for me, right? So, okay, next step for you can be to already do some little bit of experimentation and some licks, but simply prepares your brain for, alright, so I'm here, only in that position, guys. Don't move too far away, try to stick here, right? So your lines will start moving and flowing. Second thing I would do is investigate a little bit, or just quickly call upon myself, right? Call up, or should I remind myself of which arpeggios are available for me, right? And in this case, what arpeggios here? Well, we can do a G minor 7 over the G minor 7, of course, and I could do this B flat major 7. I'm calling this the 5R shape, guys, but again, that's why I'm always referring to my arpeggio guide. need to know some arpeggios. We'll not go into detail here, but start by downloading that arpeggio guide, guys. The link in the description below, and we'll talk the same language here, right? So don't overanalyze this, right? Just enjoy those sounds, right? Just say, all right, it's a B flat major 7, good. And you play it and you enjoy it. Don't overanalyze it. Mistake that many guitar players in the beginning of fusion make, oh, I don't understand it, so I'm gonna leave it. No, just enjoy the sounds, right? And say, all right, I'm gonna learn the shape tonight, and that's it, right? I don't understand it completely, but I'm just gonna do it. That should be your mindset, all right? Always. There will never come a time where you completely understand everything, I guess, right? So why not just enjoy right now? Right, when the B flat minor 7 happens, again, when arpeggios are available, I would go for this D flat major 7 arpeggio, again, same shape basically as the other one. And I would also go for F minor 7 for R shape, right guys? That would also work. Would also work beautifully, right? So over that B flat minor 7. So those are some preparation works, right? Mental preparation, I would call it. So I've got now in this zone, I got some scales laid out, got some arpeggios laid out, and already I could try now to put on the backing track and improvise a little, right? Let's do that. Anyway, you see, I'm already using that kind of groundwork that I did, that mental preparation work. But now, that's all kind of theoretically, guys. I want to always give you in my lesson a few good lines to work with. I'm gonna give you 3 lines here. They move from easy to kind of hard to cater a little bit for everybody here, right? Here's the first one. Lick number 1. So, I'm gonna stay pretty pentatonic. G minor pentatonic. Then. So you can really hear really nice. So first of all, that almost is a G minor blues line, right? But bending here is not bending into the blue note of G minor blues scale, but actually bending into the minor third of that next chord going by. And I'm doing something like that, which is basically based on the B flat minor pentatonic mode 5. Alright guys, pretty simple example to start off with. Now let's do some more scalar work. Here's a linear line, right? No arpeggios yet, no fancy things yet. You'll hear it. So it's very subtle again, but this is what I'm doing. We're actually, and if you analyze that one, the first 8 notes are G Dorian, the next 8 notes are B flat Dorian. So again, that variation, but I need to do it. Right? That line flows completely to the key change, guys, but it actually slightly changes notes to reflect that key change from G minor to B Dorian, to B flat Dorian. Last line for you guys, a little bit harder now, including some more fusion techniques like a little bit of chromaticism and some arpeggio work. Here we go. So that line line slowly. You can excuse me for that Greg Howe vocabulary, I would say, but I can't help myself. That's what I do. That's what the brand has been doing for 1.5 years, teaching Greg Howe style, fusion style, and style of Greg Howe, guys, right? So that's a more challenging line. Simply, there's a few elements in there. First of all, I'm still in G Dorian. I'm going to move a little bit here so you can see my picking hand better maybe. It's a very nice fusion-y chromatic descending line. All my tabs, by the way, guys, when you see little M, it's a hybrid picking with the middle finger plug up. Little T with a circle is a hammer-on from nowhere. Right, I'm changing strings without even picking it. That's all kind of Greg Howe kind of world, I would say. But anyway, you can do it in any way you want, but it's the line that counts. That point, I'm gonna use some arpeggios I've just shown you. That's a beautiful line, right? From an F minor 7 going to that D flat major 7. That's of course very Greg Howe vocabulary that I've learned over the many years. I was also his private student for a few years. I can't help myself. I'm just such a big fan, guys. I can't hide that, of course. So yeah, guys, these are some lines, right? So what we've covered is, I would always start with that simple progression, only one key change. That typically means just take 2 chords, which are a minor third apart. Then do some preparation work up front. That is not cheating, that is what pro players do too, right? They prepare at home before a gig, like everybody should. Like, oh, okay. And they just see what scales or arpeggios work. Then they try some stuff out, and maybe they even pre-design a few cool lines at home, right? Just I prepared some cool lines for you guys to learn. Well, pro players do that as well. There's nothing wrong with that. Let's just do that. And that's it, guys. All right. So hope you enjoyed that lesson. At least if you want to go further in that fusion style, download that free arpeggio guide. Link in the description below. It's also gonna unleash for you guys a beautiful Greg Howe Essentials course that I've made. It's completely for free, guys. Gonna get some newsletters from me then, and your journey will start, right? I promise you that your journey with me will start then, right? It's gonna be a beautiful 2023 then, I think. Alright, guys, see you soon. Bye.